Hey, welcome back in, all you DPC rebels and resistant fighters. Dr. Shane back with another Friday 5-minute magic tip. We made it to Friday again. Hope you guys are doing great. Looking forward to a great weekend, hanging out with your family, doing some cool things. So excited about that. Wanted to share a little update, some little information for this Friday on can DPC work with Medicaid. Just pulling a little commentary from DPC News. Dr. Doug posted over there a little article about DPC and Medicaid. Looks like our government's trying to pass a small little law to allow states to work with Medicaid. It's called the Medicaid Primary Care Improvement Act. Go over to DPC News and check it out there, the info there. Essentially, they're trying to allow states to be able to work with DPC clinics. Right now, if your state wants to work with a DPC clinic, they have to get a waiver. They have to get a government waiver. So they're trying to clarify that, make that easier for states to work with DPC. The question is can that work? Will that work? Have we seen DPC work with Medicaid before? Not really. There's some things that are going on right now, I think, with some organizations that are trying to work with Medicaid. I think there's a pediatric DPC group up in the northern part. I want to say Ohio. I could be making that up. Not sure. I think there's a pretty generous peds group that's trying to work with Medicaid. We'll see how that pans out. Essentially, as a reminder, Medicaid is insurance for low economic or poor folks who need help with their health care. So, in the way it works is the government, our federal government, gives money to each state, depending on various factors, how big you are, how many people there, that kind of stuff. And the state runs Medicaid, and most states and take that money and contract with private insurance companies to run their Medicaid program. And then I'm in South Carolina. We have 4 or 5 different companies that offer Medicaid. They're insurance companies, basically is what they are. Even Blue Cross in our state has a Medicaid plan. So they're run by insurance companies pretty much in every state. They get the money from the state and then they run the insurance plan. So the states really don't even handle it. They just contract with private companies. And trust me, those insurance companies, they really have your best interests in heart, and they're really just doing it because they love people, and that's the way they just want to see things. They just really want to help people. Not really. I mean, they're in it to make money. It's a business for them. So the warning shot, and Dr. Doug mentions this in the DPC News, is we haven't seen this work before. So, in fact, we've seen it fail before. And I would go and look at the video from Dr. Erica Bliss, Tunneling Through the Rock. Tunneling Through the Rock, Dr. Erica Bliss. Go search YouTube for that. It's about her misadventure with her company, Qliance, and how working with a huge Medicaid provider in Washington State, the company was Centene, how it took them down a path to basically insolvency and bankruptcy. So go and watch that video and how Qliance tried to work with Medicaid in Washington State, and it was an unmitigated disaster, a big, gigantic failure. So could it work? It's always possible, but DPC works outside of insurance. So I don't know how we're going to have these insurance companies doing Medicare. They're going to work with DPC. There are mechanisms that could make it work. But if they want us to do billing, coding, metrics, all the stuff that most insurance companies want, I don't see how it's ever going to work with DPC. So that I just don't see how Medicaid working through these private insurance companies in each state is going to work a plan with DPC. I could be shocked. There are people that are trying to do it. But we'll see. At least it'll have the opportunity for states will be there. So we'll see how that plans out. Just wanted to share that little commentary, get you guys thinking a little bit for the weekend. Get ready for a great year, folks. There's a lot of DPC stuff, events and stuff coming on. So not only just DPC, but other free market medical association meetings, all kind of events where DPC is critical. So start looking around, thinking about things you might want to attend and go to and meet with other DPC docs and other real innovators in the direct care community. So have a great weekend. I'll see you back here next time. Until then,